Welcome to the Omnia Sol Art Show, the glitch art video podcast hosted by Omnia Sol. Episode 20. Hello, everyone out there in the land of the internet. Welcome to the Omnia Sol Art Show, also known as TOSAS. I, of course, am your hostess with the mostest, Omnia Sol. Tonight, we've got a very good show for you. I am taking you on a journey through space and time, because tonight we are glitching a variety of footage. Some of the footage you're watching right now, I took myself. I went on a train trip, first train trip that, with the exception of the L subway, whatever you want to call the trains in Chicago, with the exception of those, this is my first Amtrak trip since the pandemic. Fully vaccinated now. I got the opportunity to go to my sister's wedding, and I wasn't going to pass that up. I'm fully vaccinated. It was a small gathering, about under 50 people, mostly vaccinated with the exception of children. And they actually got married last year on Facebook Live and didn't get to be there. They eloped because the pandemic was hitting, everything was shutting down, and they were like, we still want to get married. So they still got married on Facebook Live. So I got to watch the wedding, but I did not get to be in the wedding. But this time, year later, got to be in the wedding, and it was a beautiful ceremony. Really fun reception, really great time, really great to see family, get to hang out with my niece, get to play Legos and whatnot with my niece. So that was a lot of fun. And on the way back, on the Amtrak back, I decided to put my phone up to the window and decided to record. And that is some of the footage we are glitching tonight. If you are to do this technique of glitching footage from the train, one thing I would suggest to do is do it in short intervals, because I got about 20 minutes of footage, one like 10-minute video and two 5-minute videos, but my phone was heating up, and to the point where I got a warning sign on it that was like, cannot use flash until phone cools down. And I don't know if I would have pushed it, if I would have kept it on the window and kept recording, if something bad would have happened to my phone. So keep that in mind if you try this filming technique. But I think we got some lovely travel footage. And the other thing we're glitching tonight is, since we're going on a journey, I was thinking of calling the episode, road trips or something. But going on a train isn't technically a road trip since you're on the tracks. So decided to go with the phrase Voyages, because it is a voyage of sorts. So we're doing another movie that is also about a voyage. We are doing the VHS of the Magical Mystery Tour, which is the movie that went along with the Beatles album of the same name. It's a very interesting, psychedelic, trippy movie. I first watched it in high school when I was high out of my mind on cannabis, and it was a fun time. And decided to glitch it. And it works really well. It works really well for glitching. So I'm really excited for you to see this footage. I know in the past we have had What Am I Glitching Tonight as its own section. I thought it was a funny joke for a few episodes, but I thought it was kind of redundant to make it its own section, since that's always kind of the intro to the video, is to introduce what I'm glitching, talk about it a little bit, see how it ties in with the theme of the episodes. So I thought it was a little redundant, so I cut it out. So we're going to go ahead and move to our actual first section of the show. If you do miss the What Am I Glitching Tonight as its own section, I ask that you sound off in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if we should bring that back as its own section. I will gladly bend my knee to the will of the masses. So let me know. But in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and move on to our real first section, which of course is what am I drinking tonight? So tonight I am double fisting a couple beverages. I am drinking the classic English breakfast tea, which regular listeners will know that I start my mornings with this tea. And I usually do a little bit of sugar and a little bit of almond milk. But today went with a little bit of sugar and a little bit of soy milk. And I know soy gets a bad rep, and I don't honestly remember why. I think it was partially people thought soy was carcinogenic, which I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't do the research, and I don't necessarily care because a lot of things are carcinogenic that are amazing. Secondly, for a while, there was like a conspiracy theory that soy was going to make you grow breasts. And honestly, I don't really care. I've thought about going on HRT. So if I were to magically grow breasts from drinking soy milk in my tea, that sounds like an added bonus to the tea drinking experience, in my opinion. Secondly, the other thing I am double fisting is another cocktail in the No Mosa variety, another non-alcoholic drink. It is a cocktail that I am going to name what was I going to call it? And I think I was going to call it either a double sunrise or like a sunrise delight or just a sunrise cocktail, because we are in Sunrise Studio, as you all know. But it is 1 part orange juice, which I poured the orange juice kind of heavy, so it's almost 2 parts orange juice, and then 1 part a orange sparkling water, an orange flavored sparkling water. So you got the orange mixed with the orange. Refreshing as hell. Great way to start the day. A lot of times I can't drink orange juice in the morning. It's just a little too thick, a little too, even though it's just juice, it's a little too almost syrupy sometimes. And I don't need that kick in my taste buds in the morning. So you could cut it with some bubbly water. It's delicious. It's refreshing. If I had like a tiny bit of grenadine syrup, that would really go along with the sunrise theme, because you've got tequila sunrises, which is tequila, orange juice, and grenadine. If I were to make a non-alcoholic, maybe next time I should get some grenadine syrup. Really kick this mocktail up a notch on the Omnia Sol art show. But anyways, that has been the segment of what am I drinking tonight? All right, we are going to go ahead and move to our first song of the night. This is a song by an artist we've had on the show before, a good friend of the show, friend IRL. This is a song by Bice. The name of the song is called They Sing, and it's Bice with Lifted Lo-Fi from Lifted Lo-Fi Records, and it is streaming on all platforms. Sorry, my cat Prometheus has decided to tear up a box while I'm recording, which normally him tearing up a box is totally fine, but when I'm recording, it's kind of obnoxious because I am trying to make a show happen, and he's trying to tear up a box, and it's very, very loud. So I had to stop him from doing that. Anyways, the song is called They Sing, Bice with Lifted Lo-Fi. It is streaming on all platforms, and I will have... Prometheus, come on, man. You gotta stop. Thank you. All right, it is streaming on all platforms, and I will have the link in the show notes. So check it out. Bice with Lifted Lo-Fi, They Sing. We will be back with you after the song. And we are back. Thank you to Bice. Thank you to Lifted Lo-Fi for that awesome song. I love the bird sounds. It gets me pumped. And I feel like it's such a good soundtrack to a road trip. So if you're in the car, I assume you're not in the car if you're watching this television show, but maybe you're listening to the audio podcast and you're in the car and you're like, hey, that sounded really good. You know, put it on your next road trip playlist. Bice with Lifted Lo-Fi. They sing. Put it on your next road trip playlist. Next time you're driving around, next time you're on the train, you know, it can be a nice song for you to listen to. Anyways, so a couple announcements. I have a project that I think I can officially announce. I can't go into too many details, but I'm working on an art book with my friend Dio Dior. They are publishing it through their printing press called For the People. And the book is going to be called Aux, AUX, which if you notice, that stands for like auxiliary, which in the corner of the screen, sometimes a blue AUX pops up. You can see it right there. That is from the TV, from making glitch art, because I go through the auxiliary and sometimes I don't know what causes it to do that, but sometimes the TV's like, hey, you're on auxiliary, and it pops up in the corner. And it's a nice little glitch kind of signature. I'm sure any TV like this doing that would get that, but it's very interesting because you can tell it's analog when you get that. Anyways, we are making an art book zine. I don't exactly know what to call it yet, called Ox together. And I don't have a release date, but for you watching at home, I know the show does not have many viewers, but I just want to announce it here for my viewers because I feel like out of everything I've ever done, this show is the project that connects most with people who look at my art. I don't want to say fans because that sounds pretentious, but people who something that I make resonates with you enough to the point that you watch the show at home. So whether or not you're a Patreon patron, that doesn't matter as much as the fact that you are watching this show. And so I want to announce it here to you first. So be on the lookout. I will have more announcements as that project manifests itself. But I just wanted to let you know we got some physical work in the works, and I will probably once it's done, I'm thinking the price of the book's probably going to be around $25 before shipping because it's an ambitious project. It's a very ambitious project, full color, risograph, however you pronounce it, printing. Very ambitious project. I'm very excited for it. And we'll figure out a way. We'll figure out a way to like longtime Patreon patrons to hook you up with a book. So yeah, we'll get it worked out, but I just wanted to announce that, and we are going to go ahead and move on to our next section of the show, where I read your fortune. This, of course, is Card of the Show. All right, so for Card of the Show this week, the way it works is I shuffle my tarot deck 3 times and I pull out a card. Usually I have you thinking of a particular question while I'm shuffling it. This week, since the theme of the show is voyages, the question is, what voyages do you need to go on in your life? So think of that question while I shuffle the cards. Going to give it shuffle number 1. Shuffle number 2. If I can get it. There we go. And shuffle number 3. Ooh, that did not want to shuffle. All right. Let's see what your card of the show. What voyages in your life do you need to go on? And we got the sun. Isn't that great? That's great because today it is a Sunday, and I'm hoping to have the episode. If everything gets exported and uploaded, I'm hoping to have everything up on Sunday. I'm hoping to keep that the day of releasing the show in general because Omnia Sol is Latin for everywhere sun. The show originally started out as a live show on Sundays. So I want to bring that back. So I want to bring it back to where the show comes out on Sundays. But anyways, what voyages do you need to go on? We got the sun. In this card, it's a very good card, positive card. It is a baby riding a horse, and he's wearing some flowers in his hair, and you got the big sun behind him, beaming, just sun rays everywhere, looking out, looking very stoically. You got sunflowers, riding on a white horse, carrying a giant red flag. It's a song, not a song. It's a very good card. So it looks like you've got some good journeys ahead for you. Let's go ahead and see what the book has to say about this card. Material happiness, success, attainment, achievements in arts and sciences, good marriage, happy reunions. There is joy in accomplishing the tasks you have been set. Your world is changing for the better, and you feel more awake than you were a year ago. There are happy times ahead. This card foretells a good marriage, partnership, or friendship, or possibly a wonderful reunion with family, or a friend from your past. If you are at the end of a study period or something similar, the sun reflects your feelings of liberation. Expect good results from your labors, including good exam results. When the sun card appears in a reading, it can mean expansion to situations in arts, sciences, and agriculture of the querent's life. If you enjoy the simple life, this is the card for you. Go riding or gardening. Take time out for life's pleasures. Happiness, success, and triumph are all yours. The sun is a very powerful card. It says to us all, never lose your innocence or sense of wonder, as now your soul can soar to greater heights and aspirations. All right, so there you go. Find a way to work that card into your upcoming journeys. Looks like it has a lot to do with doing well in school or maybe professionally. So if you are in school and you got some the journey you are on, the voyage you are on is your exams. Looks like you're going to kick ass. So keep studying, keep working hard. You got this. It may be a Sunday, but this is your Monday fucking motivation. Get your ass on your voyage. Do the good to make this the best life you can. The sun card is I believe it's the 19th card. It's one of the major arcana. So it is an important card because you have the major arcana, which is also known as the trumps, which are the main cards that you don't have in playing card decks. If you think about playing card decks, it's 52 cards. It's all the different suits. Would you have the suits here? Like instead of spades, you have, I think, is spades pentacles? I don't remember. But you have, traditionally you have spades, diamonds, hearts, and clubs. And these probably aren't lined up correctly, but in the tarot, you have wands, swords, cups, and pentacles, and each represents a different element. So you have the element of air, the element of fire, the element of water, the element of earth. The missing fifth element that makes up the pentagram is the element of spirit. That's where the major arcana comes in. So the regular playing card games, the 52 cards, since it lacks the major arcana, poker is a game without God. You are playing a game without spirit. Whereas tarot has God or spirit in the cards, in the major arcana. So this is an important card. So yeah, So that has been your
God of the show.
All right, we are going to go ahead and move to our next song of the night. This is another song by our featured musician of the week, Bice, with Lifted Lo-Fi. And this song is another new song by Bice, and it is called High Tide. So go check it out. The link to the song will be in the show notes. It is streaming on all platforms, but I will go ahead and include the Spotify link. Not any particular reason I'm doing Spotify, other than that's the streaming service I use, so it'll be easiest for me to get the links that way. Anyways, here is the song High Tide by Bice with Lifted Lo-Fi. Check it out. Go stream it on all platforms, and we will be back with you after the song. And we are back. Shout out to Bice. Shout out to Lifted Lo-Fi for that great song. The song was titled... What was it called again? It was called... I think it was called High Tide. Let me double check on that. Bice. Looking it up right now. Yeah, High Tide by Bice with Lifted Lo-Fi. So check it out. Streaming on all platforms. And shout out to Bice and Lifted Lo-Fi for being this week's featured musician on the show. So I have tried to stream some more on Twitch. And I'm going to get back into it. What I've been trying to do is to mine glitches of when Twitch is overwhelmed and can't process what I'm trying to stream. Sometimes it'll freeze and the pixels will displace each other in interesting ways and create another glitch art on top of the glitch art I am already doing analog. It'll create a digital glitch on top of it. I've been trying to get back into that. The problem I found is my internet's too good. My internet is too good now because I tried doing it on my old computer. There's one thing I've yet to try. I've yet to try it with my original circuit bender, Charlie. And I've been doing the DSLR app when I've been streaming, because that way I can film and I can continue to make footage for the show while making test footage streaming to potentially make potentially mine these glitches that I want. What I need to do is try it with the old computer and try it with the OBS app and with the original circuit bender and just glitch the fuck out of it and hope and pray that that's it. But I think maybe my internet's too good. Maybe I need to in order to get those glitches, maybe I need to downgrade my internet. That would be unfortunate. But it is good that I can, if I want a stream to look good, I can make a stream look pretty good. The video quality is still not amazing compared to these recorded episodes, but it looks pretty good. But I'm not getting the glitches I want to get, and that's unfortunate. But I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep chipping away at it. Of course, the live episodes will always be on the Patreon. So I've got one live episode that... One, I just filmed footage that's going to be in this next upcoming episode, so that would be kind of boring. This other live episode, I did like a full pirate radio type episode, which some of the footage for Magical Mystery Tour that you see in this episode's in that, as well as some more fireplace footage that I took for an upcoming project that I'm going to submit to a glitch art show. Hopefully I get in. Send me good vibes. Send me the best of luck or break a leg or whatever you want. Hopefully I get in. But I will have that live episode up sometime for the Patreon patrons sometime this week. So be on the lookout for that. And there will be more live episodes coming in the future. I think that's the way I'm going to do bonus episodes because it takes a lot of work. It may not seem like it takes a lot of work to record these episodes and to record. Honestly, recording the audio is the most work because if I don't get a guest, which the majority of episodes are solo episodes, I have to figure out what to talk about for 45 minutes without sounding like a complete moron. And if I get a guest, then that's a lot of work because then I have to edit the audio. I have to make it sound good. I have to make it a presentable product for you to consume. Whereas with the live episodes, since I'm just throwing on music and just doing glitches, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Granted, this is my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. But I feel as though the talking aspect has become important to the show. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not at all. Maybe I should get more into music and then just make this a full-on music show where I'm making live music with the glitching. I don't know. We'll see where the show goes. For now, I think the format of the show is good, and I think I should keep it this way. But I will. I want to provide more bonus episodes, and I think the way to do that is by doing more live episodes and then reposting the live episodes for the Patreon patrons. So gonna do that, more pirate radio type stuff coming in the future, so be on the lookout for that. All right, so we are going to go ahead and close out the show tonight. This is going to set the record for the shortest show of the Omnia Sol art show. But we're going to close out. Usually I do words, but we're going to skip that this week because I don't have anything to read. So instead of trying to force in something to read, I'm just going to go ahead. We're at 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back with you next week, hoping to always release the show on Sundays. There will be bonus episodes behind the Patreon paywall, patreon.com/Omnia Sol Art. And you can find all the new episodes at my website, omniasol.art. Like and subscribe to the YouTube. It really does help me out a lot. I know that's cliche to say, but hey, folks, that's the world we're living in. So anyways, thank you for tuning in, and we will be back with you next week. All right, take care. Goodbye.